Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of my graphics tutorial, and today is going to be superb. I want to show you how I was able to do and design this wonderful flyer you can see here right in front of you. And yeah, it's beautiful, right? But then I want to show you how we're able to arrive at this. Are you ready to do this with me? Yeah, of course. Let us start together and let's see how it's going to be. So first of all, of course, the normal thing, I'll start by getting our size ready. So I'm going to use pixels, and then the size we are going to use, of course, is 1080 by 1350, and that's the size we'll be using. And of course, the next thing I want to do is to replicate this same size and put it in the middle for the work, 1080 by 1350. And then of course you press letter P in your keyboard to put it into line. And then the next thing I want to do now is to go to get the materials that I'll be using to do this. And of course is in this particular folder, new work. Alright, so these are the materials, these are the things we are going to use for this design, pictures and all that. So I'm going to copy all of them and drag it into the work environment. Wait for it to load, and then of course we have it here. Let me bring it one after the other and see how this can work. Now of course I want to highlight all of them and then fix it into Power Clip, so I'll be able to work with it inside the Power Clip. So ladies and gentlemen, we are here. Now let's see how we'll be able to do all of this and achieve this beautiful flyer. So the first thing first, we want to use our, let me reduce this a little bit, the first background, so that to be able to, the first background is this. Then I'm going to align it to this point, and then I'll drag it, stretch it a little bit, but let it not show. I need this flower to be here. So after this, I'll use the blur effect, the Gaussian blur effect, to make this, to blur this background a little bit by going to Effects, and then go to Blur, Gaussian blur. Now we have it here. Now I will have to, this is 9.0 that the flower is showing, so 9.0 is okay. The idea is for you to be able to blur it a little bit for your image to come out, but let the details of what is in that background also show. Okay, so I've gotten what I want, and then I'm going to now put the first picture that I need. Okay, now I've removed the background of this picture already. So you know how to do that. So but before I do that, I think I want to, before I do that, I want to add something to it. This is the main picture we are going to use, but there are other pictures that I want to get in first. So I'm going to draw a shape. Then I'm going to Power Clip all these pictures, starting from this one. I'll Power Clip it inside here and go inside to adjust this. So stretch it, and then give it yes. Then the next one, I'll duplicate this so that it will maintain the same size, because there are 3 pictures I want to fix in. Then the next picture should be this, Power Clip, and then I would reduce this picture, reduce this picture to give me what I want. I want it to give me this feel. Okay, yeah, take it down. Now of course it's not able to fix, so what do? I'm going to take my eyedropper tool and then touch on this color and then drop on this so that it will be able to give the same color as the others. Then the last one, I'm going to power click inside. Yes, so I'm going to remove this and then drag this here and adjust this, because we have this. It's just the hand and the face I want, and then I think this is what we have. One, and then bring in this one. Now I think I removed the background of this particular image. So I'm going to go to my work area and bring that particular one out. Is to put it inside this particular one and power click. So I'm going to use this and give it what it deserves. Good. Of course, you see this one doesn't have a background, so I'm going to use my eyedropper tool to take one of the yellow colors here and give to this one, so that it's going to maintain a color. It's going to have a color. So now what are we doing next? Next in our list is to ensure that I'm able to fix this. I'm going to bend this particular one now. Bend it this way because that's how I want it. Then bend this one. Also bend this one. And then bend this one. So let's see how we're going to arrange that now. Please just watch this area. This particular one can be technical, but one needs to be straight, so you'll be able to get what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm going to take this one up here, then bring this down. Okay. Arrange it up this way. Bring this one down, and then this will follow, and this will follow. Get the arrangement? I think this is cool. So I'm going to highlight it, reduce it, and then drop it at this area. After highlighting, I'm going to just take it a little bit, I'll bend it a little bit to give me the feel that I want, and then I'm going to, you see the reason why I said while you're designing, you should just get a mouse, because I can imagine you struggling with using your system mouse to zoom in and zoom out. Is going to delay your work. So if you have a mouse, try to use it so that it will help your work go smoothly. So I'm going to remove the outline, the black outline we are seeing here, and leave it as normal. Okay, so let me bend this a little bit again and then keep it this way. So let's work with this, and then keep this way. But I think this is what we need, and then push this out a little bit. Now, good. The next thing we want to do now is to put our major picture, which is this. Then I'm going to drop the picture here. I'm reducing it a little bit, so that we'll be able to do what we need to. Remember, we have to fade this area. So I'm going to fade this area by using our transparency tool, fade this place, and then so that it's going to blend with the background, which is what I want. And then after that, the next thing I want to do now is get this particular background. Now what I'm going to use this background to do is something that is going to wow you in this. Now of course, if I want to use it on soft light here, because you should know what soft light is by now. So if you want to use it with soft light, it's not really going to go well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let me finish the typing and then I'll enter. The next thing I want to do is to type her happy birthday. So I'm going to say happy. The font I want to use for this happy is FSP demo. Okay, FSP demo. So I'm going to give it a white. Drop it here. Then I'm going to give it a little shadow. Drop it here as well. Then increase it to like 59. I think this is okay. Then I'm going to type birthday. So birthday. And the font I'll be using for this is this particular one you're seeing here. It is called Autograph Personal. Then I'm going to enlarge it and then drop it on the top of this happy. Okay, so we are seeing it now. I'm going to give it a white feel also and then drop a shadow on it so that it's going to stand out. You know, shadow helps your text to stand out and gives it more good texture. Okay, so having done this, the next thing I want to do now is to type her name. Okay, Ahaoma. Okay, that's the first. Ahaoma. Then her second name, or the remaining one, is Mbadiwe So I'm going to use FSP demo for this. Of course, FSP demo hyphen doesn't really work here, so I'm going to change this particular area to value. I'm going to get a font for that, value, and then give it that. Okay, then I'm going to make this her name also have the font FSP. Then I'm going to reduce this particular one. Okay, take this out and ensure that the name goes here. Good. We have it now. So and then I'm going to reduce it to this point. Good, we have that now. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to get a particular color using my eyedropper tool. Look at this area is my eyedropper tool. Then I'm going to search for one thick color here from her dress. Look at my cursor, this color here, and then I'm going to, I think I love this one, so I'm going to click on it and then use it to fill in her name. Good. Alright, so we have this now, and then I'm going to give it white outline. Give it 1 point, and then remember behind fill. You should know the difference between behind fill and actual nothing with behind fill. So I'm going to give it that behind fill so that we'll be able to see it clearly. Then I think we are good. Now I'm going to add a shape to differentiate the happy birthday from the name. Okay, so I'm going to drop this shape here, take it forward a bit, take it up a bit. I think I have to bring it down. Okay, so I also have to take our name down too. Okay, so I'm going to take this one up right now, and then I'm going to using our eyedropper tool, I'm going to take white color and fill in the outline for this, and then I'm going to change the line style. Look at my cursor in my property bar, the line style, and give it this particular one that you're seeing here. So I'm going to come here where that's the pen tool area, and then increase it to 1 point. Take it to 1 point. Good, I think that's okay. So we'll be able to know where we are. Now I think this is cool. We've gotten the area that we want. The next thing we want to do now is to add shadow to the name. Okay, drop a shadow. I think 50 is okay. Then I'm going to drop a shadow on this other one. Good, we are here. So I'm going to write something underneath this area. I'm going to write business coach and leader. Then I'm going to use text font value for this. I'll reduce it very well. And put it deep around this area, and then give it a white feel. Now I'm going to take my shape tool to spread it, stretch it, so that it will be able to move, and then I'm going to keep it here. Of course, it's actually a business coach, and she's a wonderful leader, and that's why that is there. Not just me. So immediately after that, we are going to what's remaining now is this. So of course, I'm going to bring them in. I'm going to start from this one. So as you're seeing it now, I'm going to reduce it a little bit, and then I would take my transparency tool and put it to screen. Okay, screen. Then I'll duplicate it into 3 or even 4. Keep it around the areas where it's clear enough to be seen. Then this one too. So I've copied the 4 and I've duplicated it around the areas where it will be clear. Then this one now, I'm going to fix it around the happy birthday area, and then go to transparency tool and then put it on screen also. But here I want to increase it a little bit. And then this is it. Now, having done this, the next thing I want to do now is to bring this particular one here. Now, what do I want to do with this? I'm going to put it, let me see what soft light will do. So I'm going to go to my transparency tool, go to normal, and then go to normal, and then fix it at the screen also. Now you see how screen works, but I think let me just leave it as soft light. No, I don't think soft light is also good, so I'll leave it as screen. Okay, the screen is cool. Then I'm going to look at the beauty, and those little glitters is the effect this is going to give. So I'm going to still use that transparency tool to touch it a little bit so that it will be faded. Okay, so that you won't be able to notice that there were some screen effect on it. So it's just a little part that I want this effect to show. Okay, and then I'm going to highlight this and use Shift plus page up to bring it up, because I want the text and the name to stand out. So ladies and gentlemen, okay, this is, and then the font I'll be using for this is the Jacqueline font. So I'm going to keep it here on top of this, and then I'm going to give it this particular, look at my area, I'm going to give it this, and then drop a little shadow on it, and then I think this is off. Then I'm going to put her date of birth, and her date of birth of course is 20th 20 May. Okay, and I'm going to use FSP. Same thing here. FSP demo. Okay. Then, of course, I'm going to take TH, and the font I'll be using for that is the Jacqueline. Okay. Then I'm going to put it here. Okay. Now I'm going to use the same color that I used for this, the name, to give this date. So look at this area where colors are saved, any used color. I'm going to highlight all of them and then click on that color. So this is what we have, and then I'll fix it here. Okay, fix it here. Then I'm going to pick out this, pick this out, and then copy, fix it here. Just make it a little bit light, and then here we go. So after this, the next thing we want to do is to save our work. I'm going to save it on my desktop, and then I'm going to type Mrs. Ahaoma'S, and then I export. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're seeing this, you know that you've learned something new. So don't forget to follow me on my social media handles, also subscribe on my YouTube channel. If you found value, if you've gotten value from this tutorial, replicate it, do something for yourself, learn more and increase your skill set. Have a wonderful day, and once again, I'm Ernest Ovumo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Have a wonderful day. Cheers.